INFJs have special traits that make them leaders in their own right. They are both intellectual and emotive. Being a leader as an INFJ is difficult, but I deal with it on a daily basis. At work, at my present job, in addition to leading a staff of soccer trainers, I also oversee client and new employee training, conduct group and one-on-one meetings, and serve as the facility's public face. As you may expect, a lot of socializing is necessary. As an INFJ, the rarest Myers-Briggs personality type, learning to lead people has been challenging for me. I love learning and growing personally, but learning to always be on has been challenging. I frequently find it difficult to successfully communicate because INFJs are introverts who prefer to write rather than speak. In fact, I discover that I don't express or demonstrate my delight and passion in a way that my team can simply comprehend. Additionally, I tend to overreact to criticism from my team and people in positions of authority since I give things a lot of thought. I tried for a very long time to ignore the things that made me who I am and behave more outgoingly, but that was quite exhausting. INFJs have some distinct traits that make them leaders in their own right, which I only realized after taking a step back and reflecting on my quest for personal improvement. 4 leadership qualities of INFJs. 1. We can see the future and guide our squad clear of danger. If I had a dime for each time I've said to myself, "I told you so," even though I'm not clairvoyant, I'd already be living in a beach house on the Amalfi Coast. INFJ's main cognitive ability, introverted intuition, would be their superpower if they had one. INFJs have a very deep, almost subconscious level of information processing, and our second function, extroverted feeling, helps us to spot patterns in human emotion and behavior. Magic happens when these two cognitive processes cooperate behind the scenes. They resemble a well-kept secret. The cake is finished baking and ding. After some alone time, whether it be in the shower, some peace and quiet in my office, or when taking a stroll around the park, I suddenly have a wonderful notion that appears unrelated. Why is this advantageous for a leader? Well, I'm the early warning radar system for my squad. I have the ability to look into the future and prevent issues from arising. I may forewarn my team by outlining the steps we will need to take to overcome a challenging month, a drop in sales, or even simple actions that will result in issues down the road. The task then becomes building a bridge for my team. I have a strong sense of the future, but the majority of my staff does not. In light of this, if I don't convey concrete steps that we can take right away, all of these cautions and sneak peeks will sound like nonsense. The "I told you so" moments or frustration over feeling like no one understands me occur when I am unable to effectively communicate with my team. 2. We create effective teams by reading others effectively. Like every other day, my coworker Ryan showed up for work. He gave everyone a friendly handshake and said hello before going about his business. For everyone else, it was simply another workday for him. Perhaps it was the way he spoke. Perhaps that day his smile wasn't as big. Whatever it was, I sensed that he was off balance. He didn't seem like himself on this specific day, in my opinion. I attempted to respect his privacy while a little bit following him and probing beneath the surface. He revealed to me the tragic death of one of his close friends after opening up to me. I listened, then I sent him home with a day off, and we called his clients to let them know they would be working out with me that day. It's absurd, but there are times when I feel as though I am more conscious of other people's emotions than my own. My extroverted feeling function is very adept at detecting the vibes or feelings of other individuals. I can read a person's tone of voice, body language, and other subtle cues that most people miss. Although I can't read minds and don't always know what is happening, I can sense when something is off and utilize it to connect with my team, assess our collective well-being, and be emotionally present as needed. 3. We help people to be their best selves. I'm an introvert, thus I don't enjoy attending group gatherings. In most cases, there is too much information to digest and not enough time. However, one-on-one interactions are very different. It's true that I look forward to these meetings. I enjoy assisting others in finding their best selves. I'm interested in how they are doing as people in addition to how they are doing at work. I'm an INFJ, therefore I'm quite observant, which makes it easy for me to determine what other individuals are naturally gifted at. I utilize that to illustrate how they can most effectively contribute to the team and fill a certain function. When we work together on projects, I enjoy motivating and praising others. Because words have power, I want to use mine as a leader to help others be their best selves. One-on-one conversations provide a chance to assess the situation. I see it as an opportunity to demonstrate your concern and empathy for what someone is going through at work or at home. People won't care about what you know unless they know that you care, President Theodore Roosevelt reportedly observed. Not only do INFPs care, but they care a lot. Gaining influence as a leader requires demonstrating our concern, particularly for introverted leaders. 4. We excel in creative problem solving. Solving issues, according to John Maxwell, is the quickest way for a leader to gain influence. Depending on the circumstance, the INFJ leader has the capacity to either prevent problems from occurring or come up with novel solutions once they have occurred. A mature INFJ is an expert at seeing trends that could eventually result in significant issues. The INFJ leader can foresee this issue before it arises, and begin working on a solution or come up with one if the issue cannot be avoided. If the issue is fixed before it arises, your staff won't ever deal with it. When it comes to being creative, the INFJ is a lovely walking paradox. We are equally intellectual and analytical while also being incredibly emotive. This encourages us to think of original solutions. Our capacity for empathy enables us to understand situations from the viewpoints of other people, and we may utilize our analytical abilities to determine which solutions have the best chance of success. The obstacles of being an introverted leader in an extroverted culture are real. When I tried to behave outside of my personality for a lengthy period of time, my largest stressors occurred. A part of me felt fraudulent because I knew it wasn't the real me, and it was draining. Encourage yourself and recognize your special talents so you may lead people in your own style. As an INFJ, you can have an effect on those around you by learning, developing, and using them.